Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on a very popular eyeshadow palette that has just recently come out. I wasn't planning on getting it, but then I saw it in store and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. I went back the next day and bought it. Yeah, so today's video is on the Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star. This palette is $58 with tax. I think it came out to like 61, 62. I got mine at Morphe. As a kid, I was never into Jawbreakers. I don't know what it is. It just wasn't a thing. I'm also not very into candy. I'm like a very like food, second helping pasta person, so I'm not really like a big candy fanatic. I thought this palette was so pretty when I saw it in person. I've actually never owned any Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes until today. I've owned one thing of his. Actually two, I take that back. Two now. I have the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lip and Mannequin. Duh, I put that on all the time. And then I have his lip scrub in Mojito. It's an okay flavor. I'd rather have like Orange Crush or something like that. I think that's what it's called, the orange one. That one smells so good. So this is what the Jawbreaker palette looks like. This is just the carton. This is not the actual palette itself. And then on the back it has all of the ingredients, his logo, and all of his socials on the bottom. So this is what the actual palette looks like. It is a pink palette. Of course, Jeffree Star has like whole theme is like pink, which I love because, girl, I'm a Barbie. We Barbies here. We Barbies here. This is a magnetic palette. I've never owned one of his palettes, like I said, so I didn't know that. So when I opened it, I was like, oh, this is nice and heavy duty. This feels nice. Like it's not like a thin cardboard. This is like a nice heavy duty feeling palette. Ooh, that's a big mirror, okay? Like that mirror is nice. These are gorgeous shades and I'm so excited because it's pink, purples, blues, greens, like yellows, all of it, and it just looks, oh, this looks like a dream. So yeah, let's just get right into this video. So to start this off, I'm going to prime my eyelids using my MAC Painterly Paint Pot using a Morphe E30 brush. And I'm just gonna put this all over the lid. Okay, sorry, I thought I was filming on this eye and I wasn't. So for the transition shade color, I went in with my Morphe M504 brush into Brain Freeze, this pretty blue one right here. It's so pigmented. I'm kind of taking it and placing it and then kind of sweeping and blending after, just because I want the pigment to settle and then I'll start blending. Wow, this is so pigmented and pretty. I'm living for this. You can definitely build up the color. So for the next shade, I'm going to use my Morphe M433 brush into Soaked, which is that darker blue shade right here. There is a little bit of like kickback, but it's not really bad. It's not too bad, but there definitely is some kickback there. Now I'm going to place this in the crease area and I'm going to pack it and then we'll blend. Oh. Okay, now there is a little bit of fallout over in this area. Okay, so now that we have shadow shields on and I look crazy, we're gonna take that same brush, that M433 brush, into that dark blue, and we're just gonna keep patting again. So far I do like the shadows. They do have fallout though. This blue one, this dark blue, does have quite a bit of fallout. But other than that, I'd say it's really pretty. Like there's definitely some pigment there. So now that we have the blue packed on there, I'm going to take my Morphe M433 brush that we just used with no extra product on it and just blend out those edges and see how it blends into the lighter blue. So once I started blending, I noticed that the dark blue does blend away the more you blend. So I just took a little bit more and packed it, and now I'm sweeping and blending. So I think you have to add color once you start blending it because it just kind of like blends away, if that makes sense. So now that I have this darker blue blended out to my liking, I'm actually going to take a Morphe M441 brush and back into that Brain Freeze color, that light blue one right here. And I'm gonna add that to the edges to soften it a little bit more. These are really nice. I'm really liking this palette so far. So I've been thinking, this blue is beautiful. I think I'm actually going to do a 4th of July eyeshadow look today. So I'm going to go off camera, do a cut crease, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back with my cut crease. They're not identical, but that's okay. We can work with it. It's fine. So to set my cut crease in place so it doesn't move and budge and look bad, I'm gonna take my Morphe M166 brush into, I think we're gonna go into Jawbreaker right here, this one. And then we are going to take my MAC Fix Plus onto that shimmer shade because we don't like using shimmer shades dry, it doesn't work. So we're gonna go on this eye first. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, it kind of reflects a little bit of blue too, I guess. Like a goldy, greeny blue. It's pretty though. It's a very creamy shade, you guys. I like this shade. So I'm just going to take a shadow shield and put that right here so that once I use the blue again, it doesn't fall over my face. Next, I'm going to use my Morphe M433 brush into that soaked color. I'm going to take this on the outer edge and blend in that shimmer shade a little bit more. And then with a MAC 217 brush, I'm going to go into that lighter blue shade, which was Brain Freeze. I'm going to just pat that right here. And then back in with the Morphe M433 brush. Next is the bottom lash line. I'm going to take my Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH40 brush. It's like a little pencil tightlining type of brush. I'm going to go into Licorice, which is this red shade right here. And I'm just going to buff that in my lower lash line from beginning to end. Okay, so now that my eyeshadow is all complete, I'm going to do my liner, lashes, and mascara off camera, and I will be right back. Alright you guys, I'm back from doing my liner, lashes, and mascara off camera. I used my Emmy lashes in Foolish. These ones are the ones that I said in my last video. They're used. They're starting to fall apart. They're ready to be thrown. I just had to buy a new pair. Next is lips. I just did my highlighter off camera because you guys have seen me put it on multiple times. It's done and over with, but I am going to put my MAC Strip Down liner on for you guys. And then the lipstick I'm going to use is the Huda Beauty Anniversary Cream Matte lipstick that she just came out with recently. I put it in my favorites video. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'm using this. Alright guys, that completes this look. Now we're going to go over the Jeffree Star palette. I love this palette. I think it blends out so nicely. These two blues together mixing on my eye, they mixed so good. From those four colors that I used, I think these are a really good formula. Like, I really like this formula that he has. I've never owned any other palette, like I said, so this is the only one I can compare to, but this one is really nice. I really like it. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to do another tutorial with this palette because there's so many different colors in here that I can use. I'd say this is my like 4th of July eyeshadow look. Do I recommend it? If you like doing colorful eyeshadow looks, I would recommend this one out of all of his other eyeshadow palettes because he's got his Alien one, which is more like a greeny, purpley one, I believe, and then his Blood Sugar one, which has a couple reds, pinks, oranges to it. And then he's got his Blue Blood, which has mostly blues to it and a couple neutral shades. So if you really like his formula, then yeah, I would say yes to this if you like colorful eyeshadow looks. But if you don't do colorful eyeshadow looks, like, this is kind of pointless because it's like all colors. There's one brown, one peachy nude-ish shade, and then two of those. Like, it's not... This is colorful. This is for people like me that like colors. Alright you guys, that is it for this eyeshadow look with the Jeffree Star's Jawbreaker palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell because then you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!